Hi, my name is Steven. In this video, I will show you how to get your domain name and hosting from Siteground. The first thing you need to do is to go to your browser and type wplifestyle.com/hosting and click enter. I will also leave the send link in the description box below. You can just click on it and it will bring you to this page right here. Now this page right here is siteground.com. I've tried so many other web hosting providers. Obviously, I've not tried all of them, but I've tried some good ones and the bad ones. And I've been using Siteground now for more than 3 years and they've been really good. They've been really reliable. Their web hosting is super fast and their support is amazing. If you ever run into any problem and you contact them, they're going to help you right away. So they're really awesome. And you can see here that they're officially recommended by WooCommerce, WordPress.org and Yoast. So if you scroll down here, you can see that Siteground have 3 plan options here. So they have the startup, the grow big and the go geek. And the major difference here is pretty much the number of websites that you can host. You can see here that you're able to host one website, that's one domain, but on this one you can host unlimited websites and unlimited website on the go geek as well. And here you get 10 gig web space, which is enough if it's just for a small business or a portfolio website. And here you get 20 gigs and over here you get 40 gig. And here you'll be able to get up to 10,000 visitors per month. And you get 25 here and 100,000 over here. So if you're just a small business, I think 10,000 visitors is enough. And then as your business continue to grow, you can easily upgrade to the grow big or go gig inside your Siteground account. So for me, I started off with the startup and right now I'm currently using the go gig. If you scroll down here, you can also see that Siteground gives you a lot of free stuff like free SSL, free CDN, free email address, free migrator, free WordPress installation. And this is what some other hosting providers will charge you for. And you also get 30 days money back guarantee. So let's say you purchase this and within 30 days and you're not happy with the services that you're getting from Siteground, you can request for your money back and they will refund 100% of your money without asking any question. So once you've decided which plan to go with, you can go ahead and click on get plan. But I'm going to use the startup plan to show you guys how to do this because I already have a Siteground account. So click on get plan and that will bring you to this page right here. And once you're on this page, you have the option to get a new domain or use an existing domain. So if you already have a domain from Namecheap, HostGator, GoDaddy, you can just select I already have a domain and enter that domain here and click proceed. But in this tutorial, we'll be getting a new domain. So I'll just click get a new domain and then you can enter your domain name here. So you can just think of something unique, maybe your business name or your name. You can use that as your domain as well. Just keep in mind that sometimes the domain name you're choosing might not be available because someone is already using it. For example, if you try facebook.com and click proceed, you can see that you have chosen an invalid domain name. That's because someone is already using it. Obviously, Facebook is already using this facebook.com. So you want to try something else that is still available. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to come up with something random. Okay, so I'm going to say my website 11.com and then over here on the drop down arrow here, you want to select the extension that you want to use for your domain. So here that you have .com, if you click on this arrow here, you will get a whole lot of other extension options. You get the generic ones, you get the country specific ones, and then you get the most popular ones, the one that everyone knows that most people use. If you're from any of this country and you want to use a country specific one, you can go ahead and select that. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to be selecting the .com. So I'll just select the .com over here. And then it's going to tell you that the domain registration is $15 per year. And then you're going to click proceed. And that will bring you to this page right here. You can see that it said your domain name, it's available for registration with your hosting account. So over here, you want to put your email address, put your password here, confirm the password. Just keep in mind that this information here, this email address and password is what you're going to be using to log into your Siteground account. So make sure you remember that password and email address. And then if you scroll down here, you're going to see that your country will be automatically selected. But if it's not selected, you can click on this arrow right here and select your country. and then put your name here, your last name. If you have a company name, you can put it here. If you have a tax ID, you can put it here, but if you don't have one, just leave this blank. It doesn't really matter. And then you can select your state or province over here. So I'm in BC, so I'm going to select British Columbia, and you can put your city, and then you can put your address, and then you can put your postal code or zip code here, put your phone number, and then over here you can use your card here to pay for the hosting and domain. So you can use a Visa card, or you can use a MasterCard or American Express. Put your card number here, the expiration date over here, and put the 3 code at the back of your card. It's called the CVV. Put that code here and put your card holder name, put the name on your card over here. And then here, this billing address, if it's the same as the one that you filled up here, you can just leave this selected, but if it's different, just untick this, then you fill in a new billing address. But in my case, this is the same, so I'm going to leave this selected so I don't have to fill it again. And now you can go ahead and pause the video to fill this up. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to fill this up, and then I'm going to skip this part because I don't want to show my credit card detail and my address on the internet. So I'm going to skip this part, and then we're going to continue over here. Okay, now I've filled up my information. The next thing we're going to do is to complete this section. So plan, over here you can see that we have the startup plan. If you have changed your mind, you want to go with the Grow Big plan, you can change that here as well. And then here your data center will be, this will be selected automatically for you based on where you are browsing from. So I'm in Canada, so the nearest data center to me is in US. So that's why this is selected. So based on where you are, that will be selected for you. It might be different from what you are seeing here. And then the period will be how long you want to pay for. So maybe you want to pay for 12 months, 24 months, or 36 months. I recommend paying for 12 months or 24 months because then you will lock in this $6.99 deal per month. But if you pay for 1 month, after that 1 month, the price will go back to $14.99. So if you can just pay for 12 months because your domain is 1 year anyway. So that will be 12 months for both your domain and hosting. But for this tutorial, I'm going to be paying for 1 month because I already have a Siteground account and a hosting. So I just want to do this step by step so you guys can follow along to know how you can do this without getting lost. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is select this domain privacy option here. So this is really important because if you don't select this after you register your domain, people will be able to look up who the domain is registered to. So once you register your domain, it will be available to the public and people will be able to look up all the information that you filled up here, all those details that you filled up, your address, your phone number. People will be able to find that as the owner of the domain. They will be able to find that and they will start contacting you, sending you spam emails that you don't want. You start getting emails like this. See one of these emails that I got here. So there's I got a lot of them, not just one. I got like so many emails like this. I'm just showing you guys this one as an example. You start getting spam emails like this. So if I go to my spam folder here, you can see that I have a lot of emails like that. You can see, so there's a whole lot of them. So make sure you have that selected over here. And then if you don't want to pay this $12.99 a month, if you're okay with getting spam emails, you can leave this unticked so you don't have to pay $12.99 a month. And then if you're a business, this doesn't really matter because your information is already out there. If the phone number and the address you are using is a public address, if it's not your private address or your private phone number, you can leave this unchecked because people already have access to your business address or your phone number anyways. So I'm gonna select this. So once that is done, scroll down here and select this box over here. This is just to confirm that you read and agree to the Siteground Terms of Service and Privacy Policy. So make sure you read that, of course, and then select this. And here, if you would like to receive news and special offers from Siteground, then you can select this one as well, but I'm not going to select that. So once that is done, click on Pay Now. You can see that it's loading here. And now you can see that your account was created successfully. So click on Proceed to Customer area to log into your account. So click on this. and now this will be your Siteground account. And then if you look over here, you can see that you have this notification here. So now it's saying that you need to verify your domain. So to do this, just log into the email address that you used to set up your Siteground account, the same email address that you entered at the beginning. Log into that email and you'll see an email that Siteground sent to you. Click on that to verify your account. So I'm going to show you that in a minute. So if you look over here, you can see that I got this email from Siteground. You can see, please verify your domain name as soon as possible. So you're going to get one of these emails. So scroll down here and click on the link here. And then scroll down at the bottom of this, and then you can see verify information. And then you can see that your Siteground account has been verified. Now you're good to go. So the next thing we need to do now is to set up your site. So you can click on setup site over here to create a new website to install WordPress, or you can migrate existing website. So if you already have a website, you can click on this and migrate the website. So I'm not going to cover that in this tutorial, but I do have another tutorial to show you how to migrate your website. If you want to check that out, I'll leave the link to that video in the description box below. Okay, but in this case, we're going to be creating a new website, but just say, so let's say you didn't get this option that said set up a site. All you can do is just go up here under website and click on websites. And now you can see that you have one domain here. So this is if you want to add another domain to your Siteground account, this is where you do it, and then you can add another domain over here. But we already have this one, so you can click here on complete, and then we can select new website. And then once we have this selected, if you scroll down here, you can see what you can install. You can install one of these things. You can install one of these WordPress, Wplifestyle, but we're going to be installing WordPress, so select WordPress. And then over here, you want to enter your email address. So this will be your WordPress login. So you can enter your login here. You can enter your email address. So I'm going to use info@wplifestyle.com. You can also create a professional email like this for yourself. Since you're using Siteground, you get free unlimited email address, so you can create professional email like this using your domain after you set up your website. So once you put that, choose your password. So I'm going to put my password here. Okay, so just make sure you create a strong password. You can see my password is not strong. So if I do this, you can see it will become really strong. Okay, so make sure you create a strong password, or you can just easily generate one here. Usually when you generate one, it's like this. Copy it and paste it somewhere, because this is really hard to remember. Or you can just create one by yourself. So I'm just going to create one. Okay, so once that's done, you can click on continue. And then over here, they will offer you to get Siteground scanner again. We don't really need this, so just skip that and click on finish. You can see that Siteground is creating your site right now. So you can see that your website is completed. But let's say you used a domain that you did not register as Siteground. This is how you will point it to Siteground. You copy this name servers and then log into your domain. I do have another tutorial to show you how to do that, so I will leave the link in the description box below. Let's say you just use the existing domain instead of creating a new domain with your Siteground hosting account. This is how you will point it. But in this case, we'll just click on manage website. Okay, you can see this is your website right here. There's two ways to log into your website. So if you scroll down here, you can log in from here, or you can just go to WordPress and go to install and manage. And then if you scroll down here, you can see your website over here. And if you go over here, if you put your here, this is where you can also delete this website. If you want, you can delete WordPress from here. If you want, if you click on delete application, it's going to delete your WordPress, and then you can start all over if you want. And this is where you can log in as well. So click over here to log into WordPress. And then it's going to ask you if you want to use the Siteground starter to build your site, just say no, skip this because we're going to build this from scratch. Okay, so this is your WordPress dashboard, and if you go over here now and click on view site, you can see your website. So this is what your website looks like. And if you want to learn how to build your website and how to make this beautiful, just keep watching. I have a lot of videos on this channel that will show you how to build any kind of website that you can imagine. Okay, so this tutorial is just basically to show you how to get a domain and install WordPress, and this is it. This is how you get a domain and install WordPress. And if you want to continue building your website, I have another tutorial I will leave in the description box below. It's called how to create a website. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll get a notification when next I upload a video. Take care, see you next time.